Hello everyone, and welcome to Everyday Chinese English Academy. I'm Ming.
And I am Emma. Today I arrived at a hotel, show my passport, receive a room key card, and then discover that part of my money appears to be frozen.
You thought the hotel had charged you twice.
My room was already paid for, but my banking app showed a lower available balance after check-in. I saw a second amount connected to the hotel and immediately imagined a very expensive mistake.
The front desk explained that it was a deposit or card authorization, not necessarily a final charge, but understanding the difference required several careful questions.
Then, when I checked out, I needed to confirm the final bill, whether the hold had been released, and how long my bank might take to show the money as available again.
Today, we will learn 6 useful words through that hotel story: ruzhu, tuifang, huzhao, yajin, fangka, and qiantai.
Hotel policies, payment methods, card networks, and bank processing times differ. We will explain a practical process, not promise one result or one release time everywhere. I arrived in the city just after 6 in the evening. It had been raining, my suitcase wheels were wet, and I wanted only 3 things: a shower, food, and a horizontal surface.
You had booked the room online and paid the room rate before the trip.
Yes. The booking page said the stay was prepaid. I saved the confirmation number and the hotel address, so I expected check-in to be a simple identity check followed by a key card.
At the lobby desk, the staff member asked for your reservation name and identification.
I gave her my passport. She found the booking, confirmed that I would stay for 2 nights, and asked whether I wanted breakfast added. I declined because I planned to meet a friend in the morning.
Then she explained that the hotel needed a deposit for possible extra expenses.
I heard the amount, but I did not fully understand the payment status. I thought she meant a small temporary check. I kept my card, signed the screen, and received a receipt with several lines.
Did you read the receipt before leaving the desk?
I read the room number and the amount, but I did not distinguish the words for authorization, deposit, or completed payment. My brain had already entered shower mode.
The staff member handed you 2 key cards, pointed toward the elevators, and stated the checkout time.
In the elevator, I opened my banking app to confirm that my travel card still had enough available money for dinner. The balance was much lower than expected.
That was when the comfortable hotel room temporarily stopped feeling comfortable.
Exactly. The room itself was fine, but the number on my screen made me wonder whether I had misunderstood the booking, paid twice, or lost access to part of my travel budget.
Our first word is ruzhu, ruzhu, to check in or begin staying at a hotel or residence.
入住, 入住. 入 means to enter, and 住 means to stay or live somewhere.
At a hotel, ruzhu is more than walking into the lobby. It is the process that connects the guest, reservation, room, dates, identification, and payment arrangement.
I can say 我来办理入住, meaning I am here to check in.
Good. 办理 means to handle or complete a formal process. A simpler version is 我要入住, meaning I want to check in.
The front desk may ask for the reservation name, confirmation number, number of guests, identification, and a payment method. The exact requirements vary by hotel and local rules.
Before completing ruzhu, confirm the room type, dates, included services, checkout time, and any deposit or authorization. If the amount on the payment terminal differs from what you expect, ask before approving it.
My prepaid booking covered the room rate, but it did not remove every possible transaction at the desk. The hotel still wanted a temporary amount connected to possible incidentals.
Incidentals can include items or services not included in the room rate. The specific examples and charging rules depend on the property.
So prepaid did not mean the hotel will never ask for a card. It meant the listed room charge had already been paid under the booking terms.
Correct. During ruzhu, identify what each amount represents instead of grouping every number under the word payment.
I completed check-in successfully. My confusion came from not understanding the second amount before I approved it. Our second word is huzhao, passport.
Huzhao. A passport is an official travel and identity document. Hotels may request it for identity verification and guest registration, depending on the location and applicable requirements.
At the desk, I handed over my huzhao and watched the staff member compare the name with the reservation.
It is useful to make sure the booking name matches the document closely. Different spacing, order, or transliteration can sometimes slow the search.
The staff member asked me to confirm the departure date and phone number. She scanned the information needed for registration and returned the passport.
Keep control of important documents. Hand them to authorized staff when required. Wait for the process and put them back in a secure place before walking away.
I nearly placed mine on top of my suitcase while organizing 2 receipts and a card wallet. Then I remembered that a flat black passport is very good at disappearing against dark luggage.
You put it directly into the zipped travel pocket you always use.
A consistent storage place reduces the chance of leaving a document at the front desk or in the room safe after checkout.
If you are unsure why information is requested, ask politely. The staff can explain the hotel's procedure, though legal and operational requirements may limit alternatives.
The passport step was not the source of my missing balance. It was simply one necessary part of confirming who would ruzhao.
But it gave you another useful checkpoint. Before leaving the desk, confirm that your huzhao, payment card, receipt, and room key are all back in your possession. Our third word is fangka, a room key card.
Fangka, fangka. Fang means room and ka means card. The front desk gave me 2 cards in a small paper holder with the room number written inside.
For security, avoid displaying the room number where strangers can connect it to your key card. Keep the holder closed or store the card separately.
My fangka opened the room door, but it also activated the elevator floor. I had to tap it before pressing the button.
Some cards also control electricity inside the room through a wall slot. Other hotels use mobile keys, physical keys, or different access systems.
The staff member explained the elevator, breakfast location, Wi-Fi instructions, and checkout time while handing me the cards. That is a lot of information after a long trip.
Repeat the important detail if necessary. You asked, tuifang shi zhongmu 12点, 对吗? Meaning, checkout is at 12 noon, right?
She confirmed it. Then I asked whether both cards needed to be returned. She said the cards would stop working after checkout and could be left at the desk.
Card policies vary. If a fangka is lost, tell the front desk so they can deactivate it and explain any replacement procedure.
I placed 1 card in my wallet and 1 in a zipped pocket. That gave me a backup without leaving a live key beside the room number.
The fangka represented successful access, but it did not explain the lower available balance on your banking screen.
After opening the door, I put down my suitcase and finally looked closely at the transaction details. Our fourth word is yajin, a deposit or security amount.
Yajin. In a hotel context, it can refer to money or a card authorization connected to possible extra charges, damage, or unpaid services.
My banking app showed the hotel name and an amount equal to several meals. The status looked different from my completed purchases, but the available balance had already gone down.
A card authorization can reserve part of your available credit or funds without becoming a final posted charge at that moment. People often describe this as money being frozen or held.
That difference matters emotionally. The hotel took my money sounds final. My bank is reserving an amount while the stay is open describes a temporary status.
But do not assume every hotel deposit works that way. Some properties may take a cash deposit, process an actual payment and later refund it, use a credit card authorization, or follow another policy.
And debit cards can feel especially immediate because the hold may reduce money available for the rest of the trip.
Exactly. Credit limits, account balances, transaction labels, and release behavior depend on the card and bank.
I asked the front desk from the room and asked, 这个是押金吗? Meaning, is this the deposit?
The staff member confirmed that the amount was the hotel's authorization for incidentals. She said the room itself remained prepaid.
I asked whether it had been charged. She explained that their system showed an authorization, not the final room payment. She also invited me to bring the receipt downstairs if I wanted to compare the lines.
You went back because a 2-minute conversation was better than spending 2 nights worrying.
At the front desk, she marked the prepaid room line, the yajin authorization, and the space where actual extra charges would appear. I took a photo of the receipt for my records without including anyone else's information.
What did she say about release time?
She said the hotel would send a release after checkout if the account was settled, but my bank controlled when the available balance changed. She gave a general range, not a guarantee.
That is the fair explanation. The hotel, payment processor, card network, and issuing bank may each handle a different part of the process.
Weekends, holidays, international cards, debit cards, and bank display rules can also affect what I see and when I see it.
So the useful questions are specific. Is this a hold or a completed charge? What amount is authorized? What can change the final bill? When will the hotel submit or release it? Who should I contact if it remains unresolved?
Once I had those answers, the frozen-looking amount was still inconvenient, but it was no longer mysterious.
Our fifth word is qiantai, the front desk or reception.
qiantai, qiantai. Qian means front, and tai can mean a counter or a desk. In a hotel, the qiantai connects guests with check-in, room access, billing, and many service questions.
The front desk is a useful first contact, but staff roles and hours vary. A large hotel may have separate reception, cashier, concierge, and night service teams.
When I returned downstairs, I brought the receipt, booking confirmation, and the banking screen. I did not hand over my unlocked phone. I showed only the relevant transaction status.
Protect account numbers and unrelated personal information. The hotel needs enough information to identify its transaction, not access to your entire financial life.
I asked the qiantai 3 short questions. Is the room already paid? Is this amount a deposit? What should I receive at checkout?
The staff member answered each question separately. The prepaid room was confirmed. The second amount was the authorization. At departure, I should receive a final folio or bill showing the settled hotel charges.
She also wrote the hotel transaction reference on the receipt. If the hold remained much longer than the bank's stated process, that reference could help both sides investigate.
A calm, factual question usually works better than beginning with an accusation. You can still be firm if an amount is wrong.
I said, my available balance changed, and I want to understand this transaction. That described the observable problem without claiming the hotel had stolen anything.
The qiantai then explained the system and corrected one practical issue. My email address had a missing letter, so the final bill would not have reached me.
That small correction made the second visit worthwhile even before checkout.
The front desk did not control your bank screen, but it could confirm the hotel's record, provide documents, and state what action the hotel would take.
Our sixth word is tuifang, to check out of a hotel.
Tuifang. Tui can mean to withdraw, return, or leave, and fang means room. The process closes the stay and settles the hotel account.
On departure morning, I packed early and checked the room carefully. Passport, charger, bathroom shelf, closet, safe, and the space under the bed.
Then you brought both fangka cards to the lobby before the stated checkout time.
I said, 我要退房, meaning I would like to check out. The staff member asked for the room number, collected the cards, and reviewed the account.
Had you used any paid extras?
No, I had not added breakfast, used paid minibar items, or charged anything else to the room. The final folio showed a 0 extra balance because the room had been prepaid.
You did not stop after hearing all done.
I asked, 押金已经解除了吗? Meaning, has the deposit hold been released?
What could the front desk confirm?
The staff member confirmed that the hotel had completed checkout and sent the release from its system. She printed the final bill and added the release reference.
Could she promise the exact hour when your banking app would change?
No, she explained that the bank's processing time was outside the hotel's direct control. She gave the hotel's completion time and suggested contacting the bank if the authorization remained beyond the normal period stated by my bank.
That separates 2 events. The hotel sends or completes its release, and the account provider updates the available balance.
In some systems, the original pending entry may disappear. In others, it may change, be replaced, or remain visible beside a final amount for a while. The display alone needs context.
Keep the final folio, the original authorization receipt, and any release reference until the account is correct. If you contact the bank, ask whether the transaction is pending, posted, reversed, or released.
I checked my app at the train station. The hold was still visible. I did not panic because the hotel had documented its action, and the bank had not promised immediate restoration.
When did your available balance return?
The next business day in my case. That is one personal result, not a universal schedule. Another traveler, hotel, card, or bank may see a different time.
That sentence is important. Do not plan essential travel spending around the fastest possible release.
If a deposit would leave too little available money, ask about the amount and accepted payment methods before approving the transaction. The hotel can explain its options, but it may still require a valid deposit under its policy.
A successful tuifang closes the room and hotel account. Financial display updates may continue afterward, so documents connect the completed hotel process to any later bank question.
Let us review our 6 words.
入住, to check in or begin a hotel stay. Confirm the reservation, dates, room, included services, and payment arrangement.
护照, passport. Use it for required identification and return it to a secure place immediately after registration.
fangka, room key card. It may open the room, elevator floor, or other guest areas.
Yajin, deposit or security amount. Ask whether it is cash, a completed payment, a refundable charge, or a card authorization.
qiantai, front desk or reception. It can confirm the hotel's record, explain the bill, and provide transaction references.
tuifang, to check out. Review the final folio and confirm what the hotel has done with the deposit or authorization.
My room had been paid, but part of my available balance was temporarily reserved. The useful solution was not guessing from one screen. It was connecting the booking, receipt, hotel record, and bank status.
Ask clear questions before approving an unexpected amount. Keep your documents and separate the hotel's action from the bank's processing time.
Thank you for listening to Everyday Chinese English Academy. I am Emma.
And I am Ming. May your room be ready, your bill be clear, and your available balance return on schedule.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.